Now it's easy to brush off small habits because they seem so minor. What's the big deal? If you read 10 minutes today or skip it, what's the harm if you move your body for a few minutes or put it off again? The truth is, it makes all the difference because habits, no matter how small, decide the course of your life. Think of it this way. Picture an airplane Los Angeles, headed for New York now. If the nose of that plane shifts just a few small degrees at takeoff, guess what? By the time it reaches the other side of the country, it won't touch down in New York. It'll land hundreds of miles off course, maybe in another state altogether. Life works the same way. Small habits set your course. A slight shift today can send you to a very different destination in the future. The good news is you get to choose those habits. You've got the power right now to build the life you want, simply by adjusting a few small disciplines each day. I'm telling you, it's not complicated. Success is not complicated. It's built on simple disciplines done daily. The secret word is consistently. Every day over time, that's where the magic is. You don't need to turn your whole life upside down overnight. You don't need a complete overhaul tomorrow. Just begin with something small. Pick a handful of simple disciplines and practice them every day. Do that and watch your life begin to change. Not because the world changed, but because you changed. Because you discovered that small habits build big results. People discount small habits all the time. They say, what's the harm if I skip today? It's just one day, and they're right. It is just one day, but the danger with just one day is that it quickly becomes just 1 week, then just 1 month, and before long it's a whole lifetime of missed chances. Habits are sneaky like that. They work quietly, hardly noticeable, yet they shape everything. Now think about it. How does someone end up in poor health? You think it happens in a night. No, it's one donut at a time. One skipped walk at a time. How does someone build wealth? Not in a single event. It's saving a few dollars here, investing a little there. Success and failure, they're both quiet, both subtle. Built one choice at a time. People tell me, Jim, I'm waiting for my big break. And I tell them, why wait for a big break? Why not create a little break today, then another tomorrow, and another the next day? Because those little breaks, those small disciplines, lead to the big ones. You don't wait for success. You build it brick by brick, day by day. Mr. Schofield taught me early. Everything matters, every habit, every choice, every discipline matters. He said, Jim, everything affects everything else. And it's true. Skip reading today, it affects your thinking tomorrow. Skip exercise today, it affects your energy next week. Pass up kindness today, it affects your relationships forever. Everything matters because everything connects. Small habits carry big consequences. And here's the best part, you can begin anytime. You can start right now. You don't need permission. You don't need credentials. Just pick a small discipline and start. Read 4-5 minutes, take a short walk. Put away $1, make that call you've been putting off. Just start and repeat it tomorrow. Then again the next day. Pretty soon you've built momentum. And momentum produces results. It's simple but powerful. The moment this truth clicks, life begins to shift, because now instead of waiting for success to come. You create it day by day. Habit by habit, small discipline, producing big rewards. Don't miss this, don't downplay it. Your habits today carve out your tomorrow. It's that plain and it's that important. People have told me 4 years, Jim, I want big changes, I'm tired of the same routine. I need something dramatic. And every time I say the same thing. Big results don't come from big changes. Big results come from small disciplines. Practiced consistently. But most people don't want to hear that. They'd rather keep waiting for some miracle. Some big event to flip everything overnight. But miracles are rare and dramatic changes don't stick. What always works is the daily grind of simple disciplines. Small habits repeated faithfully. When I first started studying success, I thought I needed something massive, a huge idea or big breakthrough to turn my life around. I told Mr. Schoef how stuck I felt. I said I was waiting for something big. You know what he told me? He said, Jim, life doesn't work that way. If you sit around waiting for the big change, you'll wait forever. What you need are a few simple daily disciplines. Pick a few things and do them every day. Forget dramatic. Focus on consistent. And he was right. Once I started paying attention to the small habits, everything changed. I started reading a little every day. Not much, just a few pages. I began jotting down a few notes each morning. I watched what I ate, how I spent my money. Small things, nothing spectacular. But you know what? Those small things began to stack up. And momentum, KICKED, and momentum is powerful. It pushes you forward. Faster than you ever thought you could. You see, life is shaped by the small things you do today, not by the plans you've made for someday. Too many people live in someday. Someday I'll save, someday I'll get healthy. Someday I'll read, someday I'll change. But someday never shows up. Someday always turns into no day. You've got to start today. Even if it's just one page, $1. One step, start today. Do it again tomorrow and again the next day. And soon those small acts create big results. Some say I don't have time to build new habits. But listen, we all get the same 24 hours. The difference between success and failure isn't more hours. It's better use of the hours you've got. Successful people pack their time with small, productive habits. Unsuccessful people fill theirs with small, destructive ones. Both use habits. Both spend time, but only one gets results worth keeping. Write this down, it's a rule of life. Your habits today shape your life tomorrow. If you like where you are, keep doing what you're doing. But if you don't blame circumstances. Don't blame others. Look at your habits, they don't lie. They tell you exactly where you're headed. Change your habits and you'll change your course. It's that simple. So today choose wisely. Pick habits that push you toward your goals. Habits that make you stronger, wiser, better. Practice them every day, stick with them. Be patient and watch how those small disciplines build into something extraordinary. Your dream life. CREATED, not by luck, not by accident, but by daily choices. Most people think success is complicated, that it takes a chase, a struggle, a fight, but here's the truth. Success isn't something you chase. Success is something you attract. By the person you become, and who you become is determined by the habits you live with. Everyday small habits. Simple discipline, repeated consistently. That's the real secret. And yet people miss it. They keep chasing success. Chasing money, chasing opportunities. But here's what happens: the harder they chase, the faster it slips away, because success isn't caught. Success is attracted to the person who practices good habits every day. Improve your habits, improve your results. And soon success has no choice but to find you. Picture two people wanting the same outcome. Better health, more wealth. Stronger relationships. One person tries dramatic overnight changes. Big effort. But soon they burn out or lose hope, because big, dramatic changes don't last. The other person chooses small habits. Daily water, a walk each morning. A few dollars saved each week. Nothing dramatic, just steady, consistent practice. Now which one do you think wins in the end? Of course, the one who stayed consistent with the small habits. Because success isn't about intensity. It's about consistency. It's about doing the small, simple things until they become part of you. And once they're part of you, results show up naturally. Success is always the harvest of discipline. Always has been, always will be. Think about it. Small habits, just about what you do. They're about who you become. Every habit, shapes identity. Practice health, habits, you become healthy. Practice learning, habits, you become wise. Practice financial, habits. You become wealthy. Habits shape identity, shapes results. Simple idea, extraordinary power. Ever wonder why some people can't keep new habits? Usually it's because they try to change behavior without changing identity. They say, I'm going on a diet, instead of I'm becoming healthy. They say, I'll read more, instead of I'm a lifelong learner. The difference may look small, but it's everything. Habits stick when they fit your identity. Change who you are and the habits naturally follow. That's where true change happens. Take smoking. One person says, I'm trying to quit. Another says, I'm not a smoker. Which one do you think succeeds? The one who adopts the new identity. I'm not a smoker. Why? Because habits always follow identity. When habits match who you believe yourself to be, they stick, they become automatic. And when good habits turn automatic, your life improves with less struggle. Discipline becomes natural. Results become inevitable. Understand this. Your future doesn't show up by luck or accident. It's built by the habits you live out every day. Small daily disciplines shape tomorrow. And that's the best news, because it means you hold the power. Your life isn't dictated by the economy, or circumstances, or other people. It's dictated by your habits. Change your habits, change your identity. And your life will change in ways that are natural, inevitable, and lasting, and not through huge effort. Through small, consistent effort. Remember, you don't have to change everything overnight. Just begin with one or two small habits. Practice them daily, let them become who you are. And soon your results will mirror those changes. Better health, better wealth. Better relationships, all from small, consistent habits, nothing complex. Nothing dramatic, just steady, deliberate action. You know, early in my life, I had the habit of blaming. If things weren't working, I blamed my job. I blamed my boss. I blamed the economy. I blamed everything but myself. And guess what? Nothing improved. In fact, things got worse. Because blame never fixes anything. It only delays. The fix it delays responsibility. And as long as I kept blaming, I stayed stuck. Then one day, Mr. Chaufe gave me a truth I've never forgotten. He said, Jim, you can either keep blaming or you can take responsibility and start changing yourself. But you can't do both. That hit me like a brick, because I finally saw how true it was. It pulled the blindfold off. I had spent so long waiting for circumstances to change. I forgot I could change myself. I could change my habits. I could change my choices. I could change my entire direction. And that's the power of responsibility. Once you accept that, your future is shaped by your habits and choices. Not circumstances, not other people. You get control, real control. Suddenly, you're no longer a victim of what happens. You're the architect of your life, the designer of your future. And that changes everything. It moves you from powerless to powerful, from passive to active. Think about it. Most people spend life REACTING. They're run by CRCOMSTNCES. They're waiting for something else to change first. Waiting for the economy, waiting for the perfect job, waiting for the relationship to improve. But successful people, they don't wait. They take responsibility. They say, if I want better, I must become better. If I want things to change, I must change. Your life improves only when you do. Your results improve only when your habits improve. And once you truly get this, your whole world shifts, because now, you're not sitting around for luck or timing. You're making things happen. You're building your future, one habit at a time. And here's the best part. When you accept responsibility, you don't need anyone's permission. You can start immediately. Think about how practical this is. If your finances aren't where you want them, you don't need the economy to shift. You can start saving today. Start investing wisely today. Small habits, small decisions. Immediate responsibility. If your health isn't where you'd like, you don't need perfect conditions. You can choose healthier food today. Move your body today, rest properly today. Responsibility gives you immediate power. It gives you action now. It doesn't wait. IT doesn't delay, IT acts today. The day I finally accepted full responsibility for my life, everything shifted. Instead of pointing a finger at my paycheck, I started working on me. I worked on my habits. I sharpened my skills. I invested in myself. And before long, what do you think happened? My paycheck got better, not because the company changed, but because I did. Not because someone decided I should earn more, but because I became worth more. When you increase your value through discipline, through better habits, the marketplace takes notice. OPPRTUNITIS show up. RESULTS follow. And this principle WORKS everywhere. RELATIONSHIPS improve. When you take responsibility for how you communicate, how kind you are, how patient you are, careers improve. When you take responsibility for learning, building skills, producing more, life itself improves habit by habit. When you stop blaming what's around you and start shaping what's within you. Keep this in mind. You can't control the world, but you can absolutely control how you respond. You control your actions, you control your habits. And with that you control your destiny. Once you see this clearly, blming circumstances becomes foolish. Complaining a waste of time. Excuses worthless. What matters is action steady. Disciplined action. So today decide no more. Blame growth, instead take responsibility all the way. Understand that the habits you practice today are shaping your tomorrow. Start small, stay with it, and watch the incredible changes unfold. Because they will. They always do, once you choose responsibility. When I first discovered the power of habits, I learned something important. It's not just about building good ONES. It's also about replacing the bad ONES. Everyone has habits. The real question is, are yours helping you or are they hurting you? Are they pulling you forward or holding you back? And if they're holding you back, they've got a go not later. Now today, here's what most people get wrong about breaking bad habits. They just try to stop. I'll quit smoking. I'll stop eating junk food. But here's the problem: when you remove something, you leave an empty space. And life doesn't like empty spaces. It fills them. If you don't fill it deliberately with something good, something else, often worse, will sneak in. That's why so many fail. The secret isn't just to remove. It's to replace. Don't just say, I'll stop eating junk. Say, I'll start eating fruit. Don't just quit smoking. Replace it with something positive. Maybe walking, maybe deep breathing. The key is intentional replacement. That's how you keep the wrong habit from sneaking back in. So how do you do this in practical steps? First, identify the habit you want to change. Be honest, what's really holding you back? Maybe it's hitting snooze, maybe it's spending money without thinking. Write it down. Clarity is power. You can't change what you won't face next. Decide exactly what positive habit you will put in its place. Don't just say, I'll quit snoozing. Say, I'll get up and read something positive for 10 minutes. Don't just stop wasting money. Replace it with saving. Don't just quit gossip. Replace it with encouragement. Be specific. Vague plans create confusion. Clarity leads to discipline. Now here's a key step. Make the new habit easy and the old one hard. Wanna quit junk food? Don't keep it in the house. Stock healthy snacks instead. Wanna cut TV? Unplug it or move it out of sight. Put a good book right where you used to sit. A small change in your environment makes a huge difference in your behavior. Let me tell you a quick story. Early in my career, I wanted to read more. But I had a bad habit of watching too much TV. So I didn't just try to quit television. I moved it to another room and put a stack of books next to my chair. Guess what happened each evening? Instead of flipping on the TV, I grabbed a book. Before long, reading became the habit and television faded away. Not by willpower alone, but by design. While you're learning, practicing, and growing, don't forget this step. Track your progress. Every day you practice your new habit. Mark it. Use a notebook, a calendar, anything visible. Because what GETS measured? GETS better seeing progress. BUILDS confidence. It reminds you your CHNG. And every CHSKMRK PUSHES you forward. And don't overlook REWARDS. HABITS stick best when they're REINA4CD. Celebrate the little wins. 1 week of success, give yourself a small reward. The mind loves rewards. They make discipline enjoyable. They make progress feel good. And when progress feels good, you keep going. And one last point, be patient. Habits don't change overnight. They took time to build and they'll take time to change. But steady practice works wonders. Yes, you'll slip. That's normal, just don't stay down. Get back up quickly. Success doesn't mean perfection. It means persistence. Momentum is the key. Replacing bad habits with good ones is one of the best ways to change your life. It's practical, it's doable. And you can start right now. Pick one habit, replace it deliberately. And your life begins to change one step at a time. Now here's the real test. It's easy to keep habits when life is easy. Anybody can save when money is plenty. Anybody can eat right when there's time to cook. Anybody can read when the house is quiet. But what happens when life gets hard? That's when habits count the most. Not in easy times, but in tough times. People tell me, Jim, I was doing fine, but then life happened. My car broke down, my boss piled in work. And my family needed me. Suddenly, my good habits disappeared. And I say that's when your habits should hold you up, not let you down. Good habits, just 4 sunny days. They're 4 storms. They're the anchor when life gets rough. But remember, habits don't protect you by accident. You have to protect them. Anticipate the challenges. Plan ahead, build safeguards into your disciplines. Because if you don't, life will sweep them away. Protecting your habits is intentional, not accidental. Think of it like farming. The farmer doesn't just plant seeds and hope for sunshine. He prepares for storms. He builds fences. He irrigates. He covers against frost. He doesn't wait for trouble. He plans for it. Your habits need the same kind of protection. So how do you protect them? First, plan ahead. Expect difficulty, it's part of life. Build strategies if your habit is exercise. Have a backup plan for busy days. Maybe a shorter routine, but never skip. That's how you keep momentum alive. Next, keep your habits flexible. If they're too rigid, one hard day can break them. Instead, give yourself flexibility. If you can't run 5 miles, walk 15 minutes. Flexibility keeps consistency alive. Create reminders. Habits grow strong in structure. Write them down. Reminders in sight. Build cues into your day. They'll hold you steady when life gets messy. And tie your habits to something deeper. If they're just surface routines, they'll collapse under pressure. But if they're connected to meaning, freedom, vitality, a vision for your life, they'll hold strong purpose. Habits unshakable. Surround yourself with support. Habits are easier to keep when others help reinforce them. Build accountability. Create encouragement, support, multiples discipline. And never forget, good habits are your defense. They're not for convenience. They're for survival. Discipline is stability. Discipline is protection. Habits keep you steady when life gets unpredictable. They remind you who you are. No matter what's happening around you, life will always bring trouble. That's guaranteed. You can't avoid storms, but you can prepare for them. Build habits deliberately. Protect them carefully. And they'll not only survive storms, they'll thrive. They'll become your greatest strength. People always ask, Jim, What's the real secret? They look for magic formulas. But here's the truth, there is no mystery. The secret is simple, small disciplines. Practice daily, that's it. Small habits done consistently create big results. Reflect on this later before bed. When you wake in the morning. Why small habits matter. How consistency builds momentum. Why responsibility is everything. How replacing the bad with the good changes your future. And why protecting habits makes success last. These are simple ideas, but life changing. They changed mine, they'll change yours. Never forget, your future isn't something you wait for. It's something you build, one habit at a time. One choice at a time. Your habits today shape your tomorrow. They shape everything. And that gives you incredible power. The power to choose, to build, to transform, and it starts now. Not someday, now. Start small, stay steady. Be patient, keep your habits clear, simple, and meaningful. Take full responsibility, protect your disciplines. And never underestimate the power of small habits. Because small disciplines done daily always lead to big results, always. So today, choose wisely, practice deliberately, and trust the process. Because when you do, success isn't just possible, it's inevitable.